Hello everyone, it's me again, Teacher JM from Banmai School. So how are you today? Okay, I'm good too. Okay, now today we are going to study about animals classification. Last meeting we discussed about vertebrates. Okay, now we are going to study about invertebrates. Okay, animal classification. It's about invertebrates. Now, before we start, let's read first our vocabulary words. Okay, for our vocabulary words, okay, repeat after me. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's start. Sponges, sponge. Okay, very good. Sponge. Okay, next is flatworm. Flatworm. Okay, very good. Next, tapeworm. Tapeworm. Okay, next, roundworm. Roundworm. Okay, next is hookworm. Okay, hookworm. Okay, next, mollusk. Mollusk. Okay, next, squid. Squid. Okay, next, snail. Snail. Okay, next, oyster. Oyster. Okay, next, cnidarians. Cnidarians. Okay, very good. Next, jellyfish. Jellyfish. Okay, very good. Next is arthropods. Arthropods. Okay, very good. Next is crab. Crab. Okay, next, spider. Okay, spider. Okay, very good. Next, scorpion. Scorpion. Okay, very good. Next is millipede. Millipede. Okay, very good. Next is echinoderms. Echinoderms. Okay, very good. Next, starfish. Starfish. Okay, very good. Next is annelids. Annelids. Okay, and the last is earthworms. Okay, earthworms. Okay, now let's proceed to our sentence structures. Okay, from our sentence structures, I am going to say what animal is it? What animal is it? And you are going to answer, it's an earthworm. Okay, for example, it's an earthworm. Okay, next, for our second structures, I am going to say, is an earthworm an invertebrates? Is an earthworm an invertebrates? Okay, you are going to answer, yes it is, or no it isn't. It's a blank. Okay, yes it is, no it isn't, it's a blank. Okay, very good. And for the third sentence structure, I'm going to say, how do you classify an earthworm? How do you classify an earthworm? And you're going to say, it's classified as annelids. Okay, it's classified as annelids. Okay, vertebrates. Okay. Okay, due to the large number of species of plants and animals, scientists put similar animals in groups. Okay, this is called classification. Okay, this, how are living things classified? Okay, these are the environment from living to non-living, then followed by animals, and the right is plants. Okay, from animals, there are the vertebrates and invertebrates. Now we are going to study about invertebrates. Okay, what are vertebrates and invertebrates? Okay, vertebrates are animals that have a backbone, while invertebrates are animals without backbone. Okay. Okay, which animals are vertebrates? Okay, these animals include fish, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and mammals. Okay, which animals are invertebrates? Okay, the groups of invertebrates include jellyfish and sea anemones, flatworms, roundworms, segmented worms, molluscs, starfish, and sea urchins and arthropods. Okay, now let's start from jellyfish and sea anemones. Okay, it is called jelly-like body. Okay, as you can see in the picture, it have a tentacles with stinging cells to catch food. Okay, that is the examples of jellyfish and sea anemones. Okay. Next one is flatworms. Okay. Flatworms. Okay. It is flattened body with no segments, okay, meaning divisions. Okay, the divisions of flatworms. Okay, as you can see in the pictures, okay, there's a lot of examples of flatworms. Okay, flattened body with no segments. Okay, or divisions. Okay, go to the next one. Okay, roundworms. Okay, roundworms. Okay, it is a long thin body with no segments. Okay, long thin body with no segments. Okay, here are the examples of roundworms. Long thin body with no segments. Okay, it's it's a long worms. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Okay, segmented worms. Okay, segmented worms is a long tube-shaped body made of segments. Okay, long tube-shaped body made of segments. Okay, as you can see the pictures below. Okay, that is the example of segmented worms. Okay, now next is mollusk. Okay, mollusk is many have a shell body not in segments and move around on a muscular foot. Okay, mollusks have a shell body not in segments and move around on a muscular foot. Okay, here are the examples of mollusks. Okay, that having a shells. Okay, next is starfish and sea urchins. Okay, starfish and sea urchins. Okay, it has a 5 arms or star-shaped pattern on their bodies and spiny skins. Okay, you can see it in the sea. Okay, the starfish and sea urchins. Okay, here are the examples of starfish and sea urchins. Okay, next is arthropods. Okay, arthropods or arthropods. It has a jointed legs, body has a hard outer skeleton, and they can be divided into 4 smaller groups. Okay, crustaceans, insects, spiders, centipedes, and millipedes. Okay, these are the example of arthropods in the right side of the picture. Okay. Okay, next, arthropods, crustaceans is a chalky outer skeleton and most live in water. Okay, here are the examples below of arthropods, crustaceans. Okay, crab. Next is insects. Okay, arthropods, insects. Okay, 6 legs, 3 parts to the body, and have wings. Okay, as you can see, here are the pictures below. Example of insects that has 6 legs, 3 parts to the body, and have wings, okay, including the butterfly. And arthropods, arthropods, spiders, okay, it has 8 legs, 2 parts to the body, and no wings. Okay, here are the examples, spiders, okay, different kind of spiders. Okay, next is arthropods, okay, centipedes and millipedes. Okay, centipedes and millipedes, a long body made up of segments and many legs. Okay, it has a long body made up of segments and many legs. Okay, okay, that's the end of our lesson study for today. Okay, what is our lesson for today? Okay, it's about invertebrates. Okay, what are the classification of invertebrates? Okay, can you name one? Okay, these are the classification of invertebrates. We have jellyfish, sea anemones, flatworms, segmented worms, mollusks, starfish, and sea urchins and arthropods. Okay, jellyfish and sea anemones, flatworms, roundworms, segmented worms, mollusks, starfish and sea urchins, arthropods, arthropods crustaceans, arthropods insects, arthropods spiders, and arthropods centipedes, and millipedes. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and God bless.